right, here we go. So track 1, Stray Kids, Giant. Let's dig in, shall we?
People think I'm big, but I'm small. I ain't satisfied with the goals. Looking at my dreams till they grow. They give my skill and they don't really fucking giant. 그렇고 소복이 가탐 곁에 이름이 메뉴트로 싹둑씩 올해는 치웠어 big.
하다 핫하다 가리노요 이 답이 고액에서 교지는 또 나로.
They call us God of gods to use our powers that we hold for their own desires. Watch them explode. Die, 암실할때 일으켜진 999 안태롭게도 deny it. Got a place to go, we got places to flow. I am not satisfied, I want it more. I'm a giant.
Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me.
I'm a giant. Crushing what's below. I'm a giant.
Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me.
I'm a giant. Crushing up the lows. Run before we come. Burn, cause we're not done. Run before we come. I'm a giant. Crushing what's below. My body's just, this game's easy to play. I carve out the sky with my hand like a sad. So show me what typhoon. 갖고 말했다 도시들 감춘 you and I. 부타인이 같은 교진도 고의롭겠다 하는 지리트 모야 마무리 아또택해 신객히 Easy cause I get the time I eat my wife to cruise I let the core 눈이 주는 오사카 소나이 나지고 explore. They call us God of gods to use our powers that we hold for their own desires. Watch them explode. I'm a giant.
Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me.
I'm a giant. Crushing worlds below. I'm a giant.
Call me, call me, call me, call me, call me.
I'm a giant. Rushing off the lows. Mountains bring on the pain.
Words in my
hand. Oh. We go overseas. 고대 가스로 발이. No tough DRE. 개조특한 injury. number 오사의 문의 유키. So fearless, flawless. It's our palace. I'm a giant. I'm a giant. Brushing off the lows. Run before we come. Run, cause we're not done. Run before we come. I'm a giant.
Rushing was below.
Wow, that was a lot. Kings of transitions. You know how like there are some songs that when you hear them, you're like, that's a driving song. I feel like that holds true for a lot of Stray Kids music. Not that they're driving songs per se, but they're very like action oriented. They have a feel to them. Like part of their style is action based, where when you hear the tune, you hear the style, it almost feels like you can envision a scene happening, like a movie scene. That's what I get anyway. So like when this part happened with, I think it was Benny and Han flying at each other, and then Han looked at us, he looked directly at me. It feels like that. Where is it? Where are you guys flying? Oh, here we go.
We go overseas, 고대 가스로 발이. No tough DRE, 개조특한 injury.
Come on, Benny. Bro, you ain't slick. Look at this adjusting of the shirt.
Overseas, 고대 가스로 발이. No tough DRE, 개조특한 injury.
Bro, is that shirt slowing you down? Well, I guess we're gonna have to ditch it. Benny. I don't know what hit me worse. This look from Han or the numerous shots of back Chan that we got through the... Jeez, bro. Very specific uses of lighting in those shots, too. Dare I say I'm here for it.
Flawless, it's our palace.
I'm a giant.
Wow.
I'm a giant. Brushing up.
Bro, how many transition was that? I can't even word.
I'm a giant.
Right here, okay. Whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Go, 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 go. Oh, look at that shot. Are you serious? How you gonna hide a shot like that in just a handful of frames? Oh, little match cut right here. Boom. From 1 to 2. Back into here. Oh, ah! That is glorious. Wow, what a shot. And to even give us this movement from here to here, he's reaching up, and then we're going to cut to the wide shot. Boom. And you have to appreciate that shot. Hair Jin in the clutch.
Brushing up the lows. Run, run, run before we come. Run, 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 cause we're not done. Run, run, run before we come. I'm a giant.
Rushing was below.
Got some low stuff from Felix, too, which is nice. Classic Freckles. Hi, Han. All right, so let's... We got a bunch of these. Like, you could consider these shots of Lipstifer. Consider them Pokemon through the music video. Let's see how many we can catch. Let's go back. Oh, for crying out loud. Jeez, bro. Okay, you beat the gym. Like, you did it. You won. These boys killed it. Always kill it. I'm biased, though, so don't just take my word for it. All right, so overall, what jumps out at me, because I'll say the same thing that I kind of said about ATs yesterday. I know BTS pretty well. I have done a 101 on both ATs and Stray Kids, so I have learned some stuff. Still have a long way to go, though, right? So if there's lore-related stuff here, I'm probably not going to pick up on it. So that's where I'll kind of count on some of you to help me put the pieces together. So the first thing that I think is the biggest message that's carried through this is the evolution of this egg. Okay, or these eggs, because we have 8 eggs that they are bringing through the music video, okay? So we start off with this, essentially. There's 1 egg for each member, I assume. But by the end, we end up with this very sci-fi-y, futuristic egg. Atop this pedestal is the evolution of the egg. Now, maybe there's, maybe it's like a Voltron egg where we put the 8 together and we get this one big egg that is the giant, right? But there's also these clues across here of, like, they're saying, I'm the giant, or I'm a giant, but they're also small when we see them in the beginning, right? In these scenes here. So maybe it is about the evolution of Stray Kids. It is about the 8 of them together being this one giant, if that makes sense, right? Small but strong. I like that. Beautiful. Beautiful here. See, they use these light tubes back here. Oh, that is really well done. It almost creates this. Oh, okay. Here's a little director trivia. Who remembers what we have to put out here so that we can see the beams of light? What's it called? Don't say light tubes. It's not fog, it's something else. That's right, Mia. But what is it? It's not fog. Fog sits on the ground. Haze. That's right, Trish. Haze. Haze is the stuff that sits in the air and will help us see that light as if it's a beam. Very well done. Okay. When we see Felix here, not right here, right here, we have a few shots of him, and it almost seems like they are summoning him. Maybe this is kind of, R.L. Stein Goosebumps, Mummy in the Pyramid kind of thing. Maybe he's buried away and they're bringing him a rebirth, maybe?
I'm a giant, pushing up the walls. Run before we come. Burn, cause we're not done. Run before we come. I'm a giant, pushing words below. My body's a
Egg in a tunnel, got some chains. I think the awakening is good. I like that. I think the ant theory is pretty good. Whoever was talking about ants, I like that. That kind of makes sense to me.
This game's easy to play. I carve out the sky with my hand like I said. So show me what typhoon.
Yo, what are the chances that we get 2 sneezes in an album back to back? We got a sneeze here in Giant, and we had a sneeze yesterday, lyrically, with ATs. That's crazy. It's a nice little touch here. They use it several times through the video where they motion track on the person's head. They used it very subtly earlier in a shot with, I think it was Hyunjin, but here with Han running. You see how his head will stay perfectly still, but the rest of the frame will move. That's called motion tracking. So it does kind of give us this Voltron feel. They get together, they put the eggs together, and then it seems to like couch signal up into space. Okay, let's go frame by frame here. I feel like this is important. So they have summoned Lipstifer Back Chan, and he has the golden egg. Let's just go frame by frame for science. Okay. Yeah, he's got the golden egg, golden shoulders, golden lips. Bro, stop. Got the egg. He's got the eye contact. It looks like is this baby bread? Say that's baby bread. Toast Daddy. Right here. Yes, it is. It looks like Toast Daddy's about to crack. He's about to smile. That was also an egg pun. Crack? Okay, let's go. Frame by frame. Yep. Oh, that was me. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Here he comes. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Could be a little more in focus, but I get it. You don't want to kill us. Okay. Great use of light. Great use of the gem. Places the egg. And then let's see what happens. Oh, ants! Oh, I think you might have been right.
I'm a giant. I'm a giant. Crushing worlds below. I'm a giant. I'm a giant. Crushing off the loves. Cross the mountains, break on the pain. Worlds in my hand. Oh, we go overseas. Go take us to the body. Don't have the idea. Can't take an injury. No more that emone you. Kiss a fearless, flawless. It's our palace. I'm a giant. I'm a giant.
I want to see this thing they're dancing on, because on some moments it seems like a tree stump, and some moments it seems like a maze, and I feel like there's something there.
I'm a giant.
Tree stump. Nice. Okay. Interesting. So they are in this giant world, essentially.
Brushing up the lows. Run before we come. Run, cause we're not done. Run before we come. I'm a giant. Crushing worlds below.
Okay. Now, this last part, Felix has been summoned. We go in here. We go from him. It's like he's activated. We get that blue. Now we're inside Felix. Car. Oh, and it's almost like this is inside Felix. Assuming in his brain. Back out a little bit. Boom. And there's the power. Stays. Here's my question. This power that they seem to be what's the word? Like, okay, look, see where this incredibly strong light is here in this silhouette, whoever that may be. I know one of you will see this pinky nail and know exactly who that is. Bravo. What do you think this light represents? Is it something from lore? Unleashing, maybe? Jake says it's Morphin Time. Power Rangers. I dig it. I'm a fan. You think it's Benny? Could be the heart. Yep, could be pretty straightforward. Because we also see it here when we go inside Felix. Yeah, right there. The same color that he had kind of breaking out of him is the same color we see here in the same spot on that last shot. Boom. You think it's Stay's power, okay? Alone they're small, together they're giant. Mm-hmm. Okay. Emanating, that's a good one. Okay. Interesting. Now, to be clear, I don't think who the silhouette is necessarily important, but I do think the placement of that light and what it represents is important. So, I think I see evolution. I think I see strength in numbers. I see the collective that is Stray Kids coming together as one to be their own giant in a world that is bigger than they are. World's a big, scary place. The industry is a big, scary place, right? So together they have each other, they have their community, their collective, they have stays, but it takes all of them to come together as one to create this stronger entity. That's what I think. The brightest light is shining from the heart where stays are. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, because I do think, though, that the fact that we can't see who the big silhouette is, the actual giant, I think that's deliberate and important because it's a representation. It's a representation of what the 8 of them create. They create a larger entity. If you put 8 Stray Kids members together, you don't get a giant Binny. You don't get a giant puppy. Well, actually, that would make sense. An actual puppy, but not a Seungmin. Okay, so I think that's deliberate. Man, that is really great. I really enjoyed that. The effects of these guys are so ridiculous. Also, muscles and vascularity. Oh, that was the same thing. Huh? Same stage they were dancing on later, and it almost looks like there's a spider, a large, scary monster in the middle. But enough of these little fellas can take down the big monster. Strength in numbers. I'm a giant, crushing words below. I'm a giant, I'm a giant, pushing up the lows. Run before we come. Burn, cause we're not done. That was the other shot where they used the motion tracking on his face. So if you watch this shot, once it starts, you'll see his head is perfectly still, but everything else in the frame moves just a touch. Run before we come. Burn, cause we're not done. Run. It's so slight, but again, it's details like that make the overall work that much more satisfying and well done. If it wasn't there, you wouldn't notice, but since it's there, it just adds a little pep. Run before we come. I'm a giant, crushing words below. My body's so tough, this game's easy to play. I carve up the sky with my hand like I said. So show me what typhoon. 갖고 말했다도 시대 감춘 나이는 부타인이 같이 교진 도고 이렇겠다 하는 지리츠 모양 마무리 아득하게 신게 easy cause I get the time I eat my wife to cruise I let the cool 눈이 주는 사카소 나이 나지고 explore They call us God of gods to use our powers that we hold for their own desires watch them explode I'm a giant I'm a giant crushing worlds below I'm a giant I'm a giant. So this is like a transformation too. I will say one thing I am kind of confused by, and maybe you have some insight. We go from this very, like, what are these outfits that we have here? What's kind of happening with, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm a giant. I'm a giant. Rushing.
it's like old-timey Looney Tunes working in a mine shaft. Workers, miners like ants. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is it really just that? Yes, I got kind of the steampunk vibe. Okay. Yeah, worker ants, that makes sense. By the way, I think the pose here, I think it's puppy. This is the classic Instagram pose. A lot of you like will just be out living normal life and the camera will show up near you and you don't know. You're just like grocery shopping or you're checking out a library book or you're at Blockbuster, you're renting a movie for the night. And then like this camera just pans by you. And as soon as that lens gets you in the picture, you throw that hand on your hip and you tilt your head. Stop it.
Cross the mountains, break all the pain.
Words in my
Ah, it's the same color too.
And oh, we go overseas, go they castle body. Don't trust the ID, can't just take an injury. No all that emotion, you kiss a fearless, flawless. It's our palace.
I'm a giant.
I'm a giant.
And we have another clothing change here. So I do think that it's not just a matter of them going from like worker ants to a giant. I feel like there's also some level, multiple layers of evolution that they're referencing.
Run, run, run before we come. Run, 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 cause we're not done. Run, run, run before we come. I'm a giant.
Rushing was below.
Stray kids all around the world, you make... Wait. Stray kids all around the world, you make stray kids stay. Stays all around... What the hell am I forgetting? Stray kids all around the world, you make stray kids stay? Maybe it's about their journey. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering. I had it right. Yeah, Joe. Stray kids everywhere all around the world, you make stray kids stay. Boom, roasted. Question me again, Joe. I'll pull out JoJo 2.0 and turn this into an ASMR stream. And you'll threaten to leave, but you won't. Okay, giant. Well, I think we got some evolution with these boys. That's what I think. Evolution. Community. There's a collective. It's strength in numbers. Now, whether that is... I don't think it's just them either. I do think that they're also referencing stays in that equation. Okay. The eggs have colored stones like Marvel Infinity Stones, and who got them can crash the world. Now, I don't follow comic book stuff like Marvel and DC and Tom and Jerry. I don't follow that stuff, but that does make sense because one thing I do say is that everything has a purpose, right? Nothing is an accident. So it's not like somebody made these eggs for the video and they just happened to have these colored stones. No, it was a decision that was made, approved, and then executed within the prop construction and then the filming. They have to pick the camera angles to show the stones. Very good point. Very good point, Mo. Good job. Let's hit the lyrics on Giant, shall we? Giant. People think I'm big, but I'm small. I ain't satisfied with the goals. Looking at my dreams. Still, they grow. The dreams grow. Okay. They give my scale a name. Oh, that's clever. Do, re, mi, fa, king, giant. That's brilliant. You clever buggers. Power is a weapon. My ears are open. I see it in my eyes. It's toxic. My capacity is so big. I'm just like a working ant, but I'll overcome the pain and become a giant. They call us God of gods to use our powers that we hold for their own desires. Watch them explode. I'm known as a giant. No. I am, but I deny it. Nice. We've got places to go. We've got places to flow. I am not satisfied. I want it mo. Yeah? I'm a giant. Call me. Crushing worlds below. Brushing off the lows. Run before we come. Burn, 'cause we're not done. Crushing worlds below. Nobody's up there. This game's easy to play. I can cover the sky with my hand, like I said. Yeah, our sneeze is a typhoon. Achoo. Thank you. Even if you're surrounded, you're not even in my eye. A giant on the stage, the culprit with dilated pupils. A mountain of chips. As long as they're not chip and wing flavored, nice. An overwhelming advance. Sulking, bowing my head, now I'm mature. Overcoming 20 hills, grand self-exploration. I like that. Cross the mountains, break all the pain, worlds in my hand. We go overseas, our bodies become gigantic. Though tough, I grin, but acquire no injuries. Even recklessness is courage, fearless, scarless, it's our palace. I'm a giant, brushing off the lows, crushing worlds below. Well, damn, fellas. That paints quite a damn picture. Also, do, re, mi, fa, king, giant. That's brilliant. I love that. They talk about the power that they hold. I think that's the blue light. We see the evolution from working ants to giants. The sneeze is a typhoon. Power is a weapon. Huh. A giant on the stage. Grand self-exploration. They call us God of gods to use our powers that we hold for their own desires. Watch them explode. Interesting. This pre-chorus feels like a call out of some type. Is it industry related? Is it cultural? Is it... I don't know. My gut says maybe there's something there. Tasty. Toxic fans, maybe? Wow. Mia says, I think it's also referencing how they've become so big and have that global presence now. but still see themselves as small, and they still have these huge goals. Okay, that's pretty good. They do mention going overseas as well, so that would line up. Maybe agencies are talking about. Yep. Okay. Toxic fans, maybe industry, haters, antis. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's good. I'm glad we did that. I almost forgot. Lyrics are so important in the overall scheme of these things. So, nice. Yeah, Aaron, the evolution of the dreams, I think, is really awesome too. Somebody had mentioned yesterday in our discussion that, there was a quote that talked about fame. It's like a hot air balloon ride. It's fun at first. It's really exciting, but the higher you go, the more out of control things tend to get. So I think we kind of potentially see some consistency there.